Well, good evening everybody. Hope you're all keeping well. We're going to explain something of a little bit of fun. It's also got a serious side as well. It's a training exercise called the Bleep Test. And it's one of these tests which is used to measure your aerobic fitness. It starts off very, very slowly and it basically runs until you run out of steam. So it's dead easy to set up. You need very, very little equipment, and I thought I'd show you how it all works. So the Bleep Test itself is used by military organisations, police around the world, and it's just basically a way of testing people's fitness, see where it all stacks up. So what happens is you set up a course, which is in our case 15 metres long. So basically all you need is a flat surface that's a little bit longer than 15 metres with no obstacles in the way, and you need a marker at each end, and you need the audio which we'll be letting you have, and that has all the prompts on it. Now essentially what you have is a marker at each end of the track, if you could call it that, and when the test starts you get a double beep, and you've got, I think the first time round is about 7 seconds to get to the other marker before the next beep, and as soon as that next beep comes you set off from the other marker back again, and you go backwards and forwards through each level. So each level the time for within each shuttle is the same, but each level as you go up you get less and less time to do it, so you're getting faster and faster and faster until basically you can't keep up. When you can't keep up, that means that that's the end of the test, and that's how you work out your test result. It's the level plus the number of shuttles that you've done during that level. So for instance, for UK Police, the pass mark is level 5.4. So it's the fifth set of shuttles, and it's the fourth shuttle of that fifth set. So I'm going to set up here and let you have a look and see what we've got, and we'll start it off and see what it looks like. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, so I've set up my vast array of equipment. I've basically got my bag of stuff, which is just there because I've had to bring everything along with me. I've got a nicely brightly coloured shoe at this end, and if we look up, just over in the distance here, 15 metres away is our other shoe. So these are our two markers which denote our course. There you go, so exactly the same. Well, that's the right foot, that's the left foot. So for each shuttle, when the beep starts, you get the beep, you then need to come along, head over through the course and to the other marker before the beep. And as soon as that next beep comes, you head back again. So the rules are pretty straightforward. Now it's worth noting that because we're starting slow but getting faster and faster, you'll need to warm up before you do this, because the last thing you want to do is hurt yourself or pull something, and it's also very important as well to make sure that you've checked that there's no obstacles in the way of your course, because obviously if you're running full pelt along here and there's a twig or branch or something else to trip over or fall into, a divot or a hole, you're going to hurt yourself. So it's really important to check that. Now hopefully with the power of video editing, we'll be able to get the audio to play alongside all of this, so you can actually see what's going on. So I'm going to start my audio now, and what I'll do is I will do a few loops. I don't want to do too many because obviously I'm trying to hold cameras and phones and everything else, so that it wouldn't end well. So
line up at the start now.
So line up at the start.
Level 1 starts with a double bleep after the 5-second countdown.
We've got a 5-second countdown.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1. There's the beep. So we're going to run and get ourselves. That's the beep. Back again. beep. Beep. So you see it's not desperately quick at the moment to begin with on level 1. Beep. This next beep. Another beep. And that's the end
Start of level 2.
level 1 commercial. So that's basically level 1 done. What happens is level 1 goes straight into level 2, so you get a double beep, which once that double beep starts, you start your first shuttle of the second group of them, and so on and so on. And it gets quicker and quicker, and ultimately you'll get to a point where it'll beep and you haven't got to the other end. And that's the end of the test. So you're probably very hot, very bothered, and very sweaty, and that's fine because that's what happened to us all. And your test result as such, keep calling it a test. It's more a bit of fun, but it's a useful way of seeing what your fitness is like. You take the level that you got to, so I think there's 21 levels or something, and then there's between I think 6 and 14 shuttles for each of those levels. So, as I said before, the police level is 5.4. I think if it's like the special ops teams, it's higher, it's like 9.8, 10.8, something like that. So it's requiring a lot faster, a lot fitter. But it's one of these tests that everybody can have a go at, and you get to where you get to. And that's not a problem, because if you do a test at the start of a training block and then try it again at the end of it, that's when you can see whether there's been any improvement in your running and how you feel, how far you can get. So it's one of those that you can do in lockdown. It's great to do with friends as well if you've got a whole pile of you doing it, but you know, obviously we can't do that just yet. But it's something that you don't need any equipment. You just basically need a phone with the audio file on. That plays the beeps, and you just run backwards and forwards between a pair of shoes or cones, whatever you've got. Dead simple. So give it a go and let me know how you get on. Cheers now.